Hello, comic book fans. Today we're talking about The Darkness issue 6, and this is probably one of the more painful books in this series so far. And honestly, the writing in this story and up until this point, issue 6 has been immaculate. And this has a level of heartbreak in it as well for a few different reasons. We start off right when the last book ended with Darkness, aka Jackie Estacado, about to execute a complete child, and that's because the Darkness is slowly taking him over. And the only reason why he doesn't actually go through with it is because the other gremlins in the Darkness pretty much told him to chill out, and he was able to stop himself in that process. But we got to see the limits that the Darkness would actually go, right? Like, there's nobody off limits, not even age or children themselves, which provides not just a supernatural aspect but a horror aspect. And we even have Jackie Estacado talking about that entire situation and about how he hated the kid because the kid asked something that he didn't. And after talking with himself and Zach, which is this particular form of the Darkness, this particular form of himself, he's going to go and tell Jenny about everything, about her family dying, because he still hasn't told her about that, and everything about himself. And unfortunately, as soon as he was about to face the music and actually face her and tell her himself, Jenny was in her room, and she found another one of the extensions of the Darkness himself, which is the guilt and the sad part of him, which I think is completely genius, and it adds so much to the story that you have all these different emotions of Jackie walking around or wandering around. And Jenny herself pretty much found out that he was lying, right, about something, and she went to go find out herself. And the butcher wasn't even going to stop her, which who can blame him, right? And he calls Jackie, pretty much tells him what's going on. And we see Jenny walk into the house, the destroyed house, and her entire foster family is dead. Because if you remember, she grew up in a foster system along with Jackie, but she finally was able to get a family that she grew up with, and now they're all slaughtered because of the Angelus. And when she finally confronts Jackie, she goes off on him, which is very understandable. And this has been the boiling point of this story, right, so far up until this point, about him holding from her and what it would do to her and to their relationship. And she lets him have it, right? There's no holding back, there's no sugarcoating or anything. And he pretty much I feel like he ruined his relationship with Jenny, especially to a large extent. But credit to Jackie, he didn't try to fight back. He told yeah, you're absolutely right about me and everything. And this is a tipping point in the story, I believe, in their relationship. And it's not even the darkest thing that's going to be unveiled. And even as they're talking, she tells him, I saw a part of you that I didn't think existed, which was that sorrow goblin that was with her, that demon that was with her. And she saw that other part of Jackie Estacado. But then this happens. They show up right in the daytime, right there in front of their faces. And honestly, I blame Jackie for this, because for a fact that they're hunting you, and they use the daytime to do so, and you're just in the park in the afternoon with Jenny. You should have been more calculated than that. It seems like he forgets that they're there until they pop up. But Jenny, she gets her gun, she starts shooting him, right? And because she's not having it. And another part of the story that messed him up was Jackie. The deal that he had with the Angelus was he was going to have a kid with Jenny, and then he was going to die, and then the kid was going to be taken by the Angelus. That was the deal, and that's another secret that he was holding from Jenny. But they were supposed to be taken alive, and one of the Angeleses actually hits Jenny with the arrows, and then he turns on the queen herself, and that's because he's working with Sanat, and the main mission is to pretty much just assassinate and kill them, and they barely get away, and Jackie's not hit, but Jenny is. Now you have the Angelus, which are turning on themselves, and now has a new, ruler, because she's down for the count. He's probably going to execute her. Now we have Jenny, which was unfortunately hit by freaking 2 arrows. And we have these final moments with Jenny, and when he finally gets somewhere somewhat dark, and they have their final moments, and it's honestly heartbreaking to a certain extent, because it's like, damn, she did not deserve this. Like, every time she turned around, she's losing something or somebody, and now her herself is gone. And for Jackie, it's like he can't get a break either between himself and everything that's been thrown on him is gone, and now he lost the one thing he really cared about, and now she is seemingly gone as well. This story was one of the most craziest pivotal points in this entire Darkness series. I'm very much enjoying what they're doing so far, and I can't wait for more at this point. And that's all I have for the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you for watching.